Very Good Gameplay is presented by Avexia and powered by Intel. We're very excited to have both Avexia and Intel as the sponsors of Very Good Gameplay. As we said, that the games are all going to be played on the NUC, so that's where Intel comes in. Where does Avexia come in, you might ask? Well, let me read a little poem for you. Avexia has been lately gripped with the need to clear Deep Stone Crypt. Now that he's done it, I hope he might find it in his heart to give me facts for my script. Because once again, despite multiple weeks of pleas, the man has provided me, thank you very much, I'm proud of that. The man has provided me with no more information for my poetry. And so my poems are now just entirely asking him to give me information for my poem.
Have you thought about reaching out for incriminating photos? Because that seems to work a lot better.
Yeah.
Didn't he say that he sent you a message somewhere, maybe on Patreon or something? And
I don't read that stuff.
Not from him.
No, not Avexia. My God.
I'm sure he did.
Maybe he did. I don't remember that. Avexia, you and I would talk, because I did let Avexia know that he was in, let's be clear.
He was
Intel are an esteemed company with Avexia.
Yeah.
But I did reach out to him today to say that your segment has been co-opted by one of the biggest companies in the world. Are you okay with that? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. But
You're owned by Amazon now.
But I'm excited because we're going to be checking out the Pathless, which Gus, you were speaking about a bit earlier, and
I'm glad to not be playing it on my phone. Is essentially what I'm saying. Now,
how's it going to feel now being with a controller?
Well, we're playing it on a small device, but it is not my phone. We're playing it off the NUC, and there it is. Have we already kicked this off?
I literally booted into it to make sure that the sound was.
Well, I've already played it, but I really thought, Steph, and you knew more about the game than I did. I thought you should be the one to have a play of this game because I think you'll really, really like it.
Okay. I got my glasses once I realised that I would be doing this. So.
That's why you're off screen for a moment.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go for it.
Okay.
So the takeaway I had from it, without spoiling anything, is that it is really lovely in the sense that it's quite cryptic. It doesn't front load all the exposition or anything like that.
Legends say the curse spread from the ancient isle on the edge of the
Glasses
world.
are doing the trick.
Where I had to read smaller letters than this at the optometrist. May have gone to the isle to stop the curse. None have returned.
It's moving quick.
The hunter makes the journey to reclaim the light that has been stolen from the world.
I like the glasses added 30 years as well. And the best thing is the hunter is on the island. Sorry.
No, I was saying, what were you saying?
That I really enjoy. I think I was talking about it the other day. I think we were talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I was like, I really love my games to just shut up and show me at the start and not talk, not run me through tutorials, all that kind of stuff. And so this was a lovely just balm on the games I've been playing in the past couple of weeks.
I love seeing, very diplomatic, I love seeing how you learning, because you and I, we've worked together for years, but we never really spoke about games a lot because we didn't do a lot of on-camera stuff together like that.
It was like, hey Gus, can you put this 2-2 on?
On it. I'm already in one, mate. All good.
And learning how you really don't like when games kind of hold your hand and go like, this is how we want you to play it. Like you're so much, for someone you're quite ordered in your real life. You're very
I get enough of it in my real life.
Whereas I'm the opposite. My life is quite sort of like free flowing, and I just like go with it. But in games and stuff, I'm like, show me your
jumps
system,
so
show me
high.
your icons.
You're like, press X to feel this way at this time.
Look how high she jumps.
And that is a standing jump.
She's like a jumping bean.
So these are the crystals that are sort of populate the world, and there you go, just using right trigger on it. You'll auto-target.
Thank you. I miss all instructions.
That's
pretty much.
So by firing at that, you'll fill a bar, and as you're running, having the bar filled will make you move faster. So I think just by...
left
LT.
So holding LT, and then as you shoot, you'll get a nice little glide as you're moving along as well. And so you'll get this momentum building up. And it makes for traversing the world really... So the world is really spaced out, which is great. And in a game like Shadow of the Colossus or something, that's really wonderful because it gives you a lot of downtime. It gives you a lot of time to be, reflective on what the game is making you do. But eventually you'll get to a point where you're like, I just need to get all the way over there, and I'm a bit over the travel time.
Am I going to get to ride this bird?
Not directly. But the nice thing about this is that you could walk slowly, or you could hit these crystals and you can just glide your way over their journey style.
Someone in the chat, Unisaur said, anyone know where to find this game on PC? It's on the Epic Game Store if you want to play on PC. What is it about beautiful indie games obsessed with birds?
An archery glove.
Oh, yeah. You would hope so.
Good question. Where are the beautiful indie games obsessed with like beavers or like small like rodent-like marsupials?
I like that. Yeah.
Watched a video about a groundhog today. Very
Groundhog.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the groundhog video game?
What's the animal that we were looking at on Thingy?
Give us the quokkas.
What's the one that has an Instagram account with like 1.2 million?
Oh, that's a hedgehog, Mr. Pokey.
hedgehog.
Except it's actually Herbie because Mr. Pokey's dead.
That's right.
Aw.
God, brutal.
Like the screenplay.
Can't ride the
fish.
eagle.
I don't want to.
You can't.
Don't backseat game, Gus.
So it's interesting. There are not many third-person action games where you are this small and this pulled out from the character. Is it because?
Yeah.
I'm glad I have my glasses.
It's interesting that like, you are the only splash of any color other than like you're the only warm splash of color on the screen, isn't
Yeah.
it? Other than that bird.
Other than that freaky
That
bird.
giant bird.
When you do awaken,
Other than indie game The Bird.
when you do awaken the big bosses, that you've gone to the.
Let her be.
Oh my God.
She's doing the thing that you do, and you're doing the thing you hate.
I know, I hate it so much.
You're being a tutorial for her.
You're
Let her
a
swim.
UI getting in the way, right?
You're a
I was like-
Ubisoft game right now.
I'll dip to black and put it back where she needs to go. I'm like, you're not in the right spot.
So is the reason that it's so pulled out because you are like obviously it's quite far away to get
Zooms in when you get
these-
speed, though. I guess that like increases the sense of speed. you
Yeah,
have.
right. Okay.
That's cool.
So when you progress to some of the bigger of the actual fights in the game, a lot of them take place. The one I've encountered, it's like a chase. So it's a momentum-based boss fight. For a section,
right.
you do fight it in a regular kind of lock-on, strafe-around fire, but you use the momentum to chase it and move around. So it's
these dudes.
Isn't that the way I came in?
maybe.
No, you came up a set of stairs.
That's true.
Oh, okay, right.
So the boss fight, because you had mentioned before, there's like no enemies.
No smaller ones that I've run into
Right,
just
okay.
yet. So this is the main mechanic of the game.
Sleeping
Just-
Beauty.
Yeah.
We waited too long.
Kiss is not going to help there. This is the visor that you can activate.
Oh.
That basically helps you see your objective at the time. So this will map out at the beginning where you need to go.
I believe in video games we call this Batman vision.
Yeah, detective vision.
I believe it's Batman vision.
Okay.
Batman has detective vision.
I call it Witcher Sense.
Fantasy Batman vision.
It is funny when other games then do it like, again, I mean, I guess it's the Abstergo thing, but in Assassin's Creed, it's just like press trigger to pulse and you just go boom and just have a look at everything around.
Totally, yeah.
But heed caution, those who wear the mask may never see the world the same way again.
Oh.
Detective ring.
That's like when if you wear lenses that flip your
So you
vision.
should be able to go back.
You can like get a pair of glasses that have a lens in them.
Oh, through
Just
here.
glass, but it's shaped in a way that flips the image. And
Right.
so the human brain, your eyes see everything upside down. The human brain flips it the right
Yes.
way up.
Yep.
So when you wear these glasses that do the reverse, your brain eventually gets used to that flip and flips that again.
Yeah.
The brain is an amazing CPU. The body is a computer.
Yep.
The brain is the CPU.
The body is the
And the
case.
heart is the table.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
I have a very
RAM.
smart table.
Does that mean when you take the glasses off, everything would look upside down?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
For how long?
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's really scary. So if you hit one of the crystals while you're in midair as well, you'll get a boost. So if you jump and shoot, that's how
right.
some of the platforming takes place later on. So if you hit it, you'll get an extra little zoom into the air.
Are these? I keep seeing these around. Can I break them?
I haven't worked that out yet. My phone got too hot.
Video games in 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks lovely. It runs very smooth. The sense of speed. I do find that sense of speed is very difficult to convey in games properly.
There are little notes and stuff left around, I believe, as typical in any kind of like forgotten dark
Can I
realm.
ask, Angus?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the font?
Hang on, we'll have to say something here and again. I didn't mind it. It's a sans serif font. I'm okay with that.
A bit basic.
No, I'm okay with that. If they'd done a serif font, I would have uninstalled.
Oh no, that's right. I was like, but you don't know anything about fonts, and that's not true.
What have you got against serif fonts? Did you know
that's
that?
that's just fanciful stuff for no reason.
But they've done studies to show, and I know this from my writing course, that serif fonts are easier for the eye to read at speed.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I predominantly use font and typeface in design, and it is much more difficult to get a serif font to sit where you want it and behave.
That's because the eyes see serif font upside down.
fuck off.
I like that you said it's just fanciful design for nothing else. I was like, you're a graphic
design.
I know, and I hate text. I hate font. I hate text in my design. It's always the hardest thing.
That's right, and
to
it's not that
lay
you.
out. And I can't spell.
You don't hate fonts. You dislike text layout. That's
Yes.
where I need to step in, and I'm like, none of this looks good.
I
in how
design
you put
pretty pictures, and then I have to put words in them, and
Yeah.
I can never put the words where I need to put them.
Serif is better on paper. Sans serif on screen, apparently.
That makes
There you
sense.
go.
That makes sense. I'm with you there. So if you can keep linking them the whole way through, you build that bar up underneath.
yeah,
you.
look at you go.
So it's
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of like you
build
get
that
into like
bar up,
almost an
right.
arcade thing. There you
So
go.
the
Now
path,
you get
the
it.
path is designed by like where they.
Well,
place
she's
these
pathless,
things.
but she seems to be finding a path now.
Well, that's what I find is like, it's kind of
So
like,
people jump when you do that.
Oh my God, Steph.
I find it a bit like, wait, was this where I just was?
No, so you're unlocking
Different.
3 of these, but you don't have the right token. So you'll need
Can
to
you jump
fire.
Oh no!
So that's a little one where you'll need to like link the
Yeah.
three together
Boom,
while
boom,
you're in the
boom.
while you're in
Right,
the
yeah.
air.
Talk to me about fall damage. Does it exist?
I don't believe so.
You would hope not. From the standing jump that this woman does.
Yeah, exactly.
Like her
She'd
knees
just have
can take
shattered
anything.
ankles
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think you need to traverse it, possibly from where you came from over there.
Oh yeah, okay.
And do that one. So this is kind of like your, I was going to say your Breath of the Wild starting. What do they call that? That tundra, not tundra. That like
Oh, the plateau.
the plateau that you start at. Plateau.
Plateau? Plateau.
Plateau.
Plateau something.
Did I say
Front.
plateau?
It's front.
You did, but you were thinking of Walter Matthau.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the
jump
same
and
string of
then
letters as
fire,
well. He's
and
just
then
being
fire
fancy.
3 times once you're up over the edge.
That's my favorite thing.
But if I jump and then fire, I
So
Nice.
Fire again?
I can't. Oh, I can't. Maybe show me.
should- hold
Every
on.
time I press
Show me.
trigger after immediately firing, it needs like a charge thing.
You should be able to just pop one like.
Oh, did you jump after you got the boost?
Maybe you can double.
Maybe
Hang on.
that's-
I
Maybe
just went
and
jump.
maybe you can only pop them if they're close together.
Oh, if you've jumped, you get height.
Also,
I reckon you
fire
need
one.
it
Again, a
first
much
and third.
different on a boiling hot touchscreen, but I should be able to just go.
Sorry that we've
Jump.
provided subpar conditions to play this game where it's
no.
jumping.
I was just
first.
linking the shoot. I was
okay.
jumping in
but
between.
you jumped before you shot.
Jumped,
because
shot,
you got,
and then
you
shot,
got the
shot.
extra height, and then it gives you a little pop as well.
Yeah.
And long distance, it seems like if you just pop a shot, it doesn't hit it, but close, it will because it's like you don't really need to lean that far.
Vesuvius, I don't have glasses because my eyes are perfection.
Just give it time.
Do you have good vision?
I had great vision once.
Yeah, no.
2020.
You're
my
also the
whole
youngest
life.
one here.
Yeah, true. By a considerable margin.
Yeah, I'm blind, and I can't spell.
That's
So
a good combo.
I feel like the reason I'm going to keep playing this game is because it's quite. It's just relaxing.
Yeah.
Like
it's nice.
again,
Totally, it's just, and I don't mean this in a bad way for the game, but it feels like not a great streaming game because the energy of the room right
Interesting.
now is like super,
very, very chill.
super chill.
It's like if we all decided to play kind words.
yeah,
And we're like, let's get our
I'm just
lo-fi
over here
advice
writing
beats on.
then we'd all be-
but as a group,
we'd all be
high
arguing
energy on
over the
screen.
advice we're giving. So like collectively writing a letter, I think would be terrible.
Limbo wants to know, once you pop, can you stop? Okay. It's good to know. There's still a lot of font talk in the chat as well. We're talking about wingdings. We're talking about those dyslexic fonts, which I find fascinating.
Are people talking about bug snacks?
Everybody's talking
What are
about bugs.
dyslexic fonts?
So they're really cool. I don't know all the specifics behind them, but basically it adds a bunch of serifs to them. So that because dyslexics will look at a P and a B and kind of like, or a P and a D and have difficulty distinguishing between the two.
Oh, yeah.
So it adds extra shapes to everything so that it's like that is very clearly a different shape than that shape.
Yeah, okay.
And so what it looks like
Google
is
dyslexic font.
they actually look like cool fonts. They look like it's.
I know what you're
it's
saying.
Not,
It's there for it has a purpose.
It
but
looks like what a '90s high school movie VHS cover would have as the font.
Every letter is like from like a ye olde
Okay, yeah.
piece of literature where they've done an illustration around
Totally.
the opening letter of the page.
Yeah.
This is an example of the open dyslexic typeface. Yeah,
That
one's
it's
very
got like darker and thicker
lighter
parts.
and
Yeah,
heavier parts.
Yeah.
the weighting
Individual
is differently.
letter.
Yeah.
We are talking about fonts. I also just want to say I'm sitting next to the Nuff right now.
making any noise, making any heat?
Whisper quiet.
It's
It's
whisper quiet.
Can't hear a thing. Not even sure if it's on, but I don't want to
Should we
unplug
run
it.
it?
because I'm
I
sure
can't believe how
it's
tiny it
terrible.
is as well.
Sorry?
I can't believe how tiny it is.
There you go. It's right there. That's the whole thing. Look at that. Look at all the imagination that's powering in Gus right now. Think that you play games on your phone like a chump. Okay, I love this. I definitely want to play this. I think you're right. Like Zen at home. This is like I've played some Cyberpunk. Well, not yet, but I will.
Yeah.
I played some Destiny. I've gotten smacked around in Dark Souls, and just before I go to bed, I need a 15-minute cooldown game. That solitaire thing a couple of weeks ago, that's what I was playing for a little bit.
yeah.
This could be a cooldown game of shoot some things and collect some things. And
I'd like to hope
Totally.
as well that, as I said, I've done one of the little boss encounters, but it's a cool, I don't want to say puzzle, but it's got like a nice flow mechanic to it. And I hope that there are those elements in between. Do you remember in Journey how in between stages there were just those moments where you just ride and just sort of like
totally.
glide down and enjoy the movement, that kind of thing? I hope that there are some, I mean, there's a big puzzle element to this. I'm just burning through the two puzzles that I did at the start, but I hope there is in between that just those beautiful moments. I just want to show you quickly getting to the eagle and then we'll put the controller down, but there we go. So yeah, this looks like the starting off area. Then you're shown there are other sort of cursed areas that you need to free the beasts or kill the beasts. I can't quite remember.
The
But
bird?
it's-
those are two very different things.
yeah. Well, again, Shadow of the Colossus vibes, where you're like, did you kill the? You did. You killed all the Colossi.
Yeah.
They were really
No,
beautiful.
straight
And
up.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like tragic and God, that
the
game's
real enemy.
amazing.
And you never forgave the game.
Why is that game's in my top 3 of all time? I always forget about it a little bit, but
Who remastered that game?
Blue Point.
Yes, they did. What else did they remaster?
Yeah, all right. They did Demon Souls. They did a very good job.
They did good work.
So if we just find the eagle, let's use
Just
eagle
look for the
vision.
biggest thing there.
This actually, it was a lot harder to find on my phone. So I'm really happy that I'm like,
Is it on Apple Arcade or?
it is Apple Arcade.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Are you? Did you resubscribe for that, or have you still kept the
Yes.
subscription going?
No, I had to subscribe for that. I also to check out a couple of other games that are on it, just in case. But it's interesting to play a game, as I said, that's really processor intensive and be like, this would be great if it was cloud based, and I'm not using all the grunt of the phone as well.
Yeah.
Apple should offer a thing where if you like subscribe to all their services, you get like a mad discount.
Like the Amazon Prime deal.
Yeah.
It's a rundle is what you're asking them to do.
Yeah.
It's a recurring service bundle, and
Yeah.
they do in the States, and it's not good.
Yeah.
Like value for money, no.
Yeah, okay.
Oh look, he went translucent.
There you go.
He got some of that alpha RGB going.
So the cool part about this is that this, I think maybe just past here, so we won't show it, becomes your companion. A big part of the trailers that they're showing off is that you have the eagle as your companion. And you know what? No, we're going to it. It's just around the corner. This is for Steph.
You know what? If they replaced all the warm tones with more purples, it would be Avexia's logo.
That's true. That is true.
This is a very Avexia game.
We could just change the color or something on the TV.
Yeah.
And then point a camera at the TV.
Yeah, it's really.
Hey, same bird, different bird.
It's a
bird.
dove.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it a dove?
It looks
No,
more
that
like
does
an
not
eagle.
have
It's
it.
definitely
That does
a
not
bird.
say, that's
Definitely
fine.
a
I'm
I'm sure
bird
they'll do it a
parade.
different
Dove.
way with this controller, but just like a little bit of story, and then we'll leave it there because this is a good point to put it down. So evil.
What?
Ganon.
Don't give a for Shazu.
Is this a made-up language?
Yeah, I think so. Again, like, not just Shadow of the Colossus, but Ico, not Ico,
Yeah.
the other one.
The Guardian.
Last Guardian.
Reflected.
Did you play that?
Oh, what?
Got chopped.
Oh, get wrecked.
Yeah, I played that for
Did you
Pokemon.
finish it?
No.
Oh, Nick.
No, didn't care for it.
Beautiful.
I need more than beauty in my life. Oh, nice. Turning it a lovely colour.
Phoenix.
Wait, killed it again? Did
Goodness.
The bird was only
fix
just
that.
released.
that bird get hollowed out?
Is the bird a god, and he just slayed it as the god slay?
That
least
seems
so.
to be the implication of that sentence.
If that bird isn't a god, like, I
They
don't
have
know
some
what
serious
kind of
avian
giant
issues.
birds flying around this world, but... I mean, at least she's safe because she's not a god. So she's like, that's why I wasn't killed.
Yeah.
God,
I can't believe you didn't finish Last Guardian.
I'll never finish it.
So salty.
Do we have to turn that thing blue?
I reckon that's what's gonna
Red
happen.
bad, blue
Red
good.
bad, blue good. Except red on you, good. Red on you, okay. Red
Yeah.
everywhere else, bad.
That's right.
Pornkle Bishop says Nick sees an emu. If that bird isn't a god,
Look at the size of these god eggs.
very cool. Okay,
Done.
great.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
hang on.
Sorry.
It's just, there should be a way that you interact afterwards with the said god bird. Sorry, the emu that you get to call your companion.
Do you climb in its hollowed out eyes, make a little home?
No!
Oh, the look you gave me, you were like, how'd you know?
Like, how did you come up with such dark, twisted
Because
theories?
it's a
of-
house-sized bird. You don't let good bird bones go to waste.
Bring back the light.
I grew up in the country. Use every
like the
part of a
animation.
god bird.
I like her design as well. I think
Yeah,
it's cool.
it's nice.
Do one more jump. It's so bouncy.
Oh, no, I have to press B.
Honey bird.
Oh, baby.
No.
It's like Ori.
Oh, is it going to bond because it thinks it's our mum?
Apparently that's total bullshit.
I want
Really?
to see the
Yeah,
baby.
we've all been lied to.
You can pet the eagle. Oh.
Careful now.
Best friends. Oh, yes. Oh.
Manageable.
From the
sized
ashes
bird.
rises a phoenix.
Pet the eagle to restore its strength.
Do it, Steph.
That's how we restore Scotty's strength.
That's true.
I just thought this was really nice and like.
Did you get to do?
That's
was it
beautiful.
Did
Yeah,
you get to do it?
yeah, you
Touch
did
it?
actually on an iPhone. You
Yeah,
got to
lovely.
rub around. I was like, so apparently this is the thing. The more you use
Good
the
sense of
bird,
bird chest.
yeah,
there.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought. The more you use the bird, I think it gets sort of anxious and stressed, and so you, as you use its ability to, I think like I didn't actually get much further, but it's like you then have to use this as like an actual mechanic to calm the bird down, which was quite
Yeah,
nice.
That is
Yeah.
very cute.
Well, also, if you
your best
watch
bud.
Best Friend Forever, do not let Steph anywhere near having to console video
It's
game
just
animals.
not. It's just not optimized
Rub
for
'em quickly.
controller very well.
It really is.
Fair enough. So then if you hit B, yeah, I think then it's like it's a like
Your companion.
yeah, it becomes your companion that you can use to solve puzzles, etc.
I love it. Loki Cat says, never letting Nick Boy near my bird. We all know how you feel about your bird.
Oh,
Loki
look at
Cat.
it hops along next to you.
Oh yeah, wow.
Very cute.
It's like Pokemon now. You got a little Pidgey.
Yeah. A little Pidgey.
Cool.
I love it. That's the Pathless. All right, I'm going to have to check this one out. Thank you, Gus, for bringing that into our lives.
Not at all.
I appreciate you very much.
Would you rub my chest?
I
like
really would. I feel
an
like
anxious bird?
I'd give you some bird love. Pete, hook him up. Thank you very much as well, of course, to the wonderful Avexia, and thank you very much to Intel for sponsoring very good gameplay. We also thank you for the Nuck Extreme. If you want to pick up your own Nuck Extreme PC to be able to run games like Pathless and many, many more, then head to PCCasegear and be able to check it out there. Like we said, all the complications that we're talking about putting that PC together in a couple of weeks' time, those are stripped away, and it's literally like click in 4 bits and you are good.
It'd be a very short competition if we were just putting one of them together versus the monstrous task we put ahead of ourselves.
It wouldn't have the comedy of knowing we
No.
just ruined $4,000 worth.
Me thermal pasting things to my arm.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.